Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jenna and I'm super excited for today's video because it's going to be a really fun, simple, easy DIY project. And these are pretty floral letters for a nursery wall or your own wall, or just, I don't know, you can make them into anything you want them to be. And they're so customizable, so cheap, and so easy. So I'm going to be making the letter for my second baby girl who is coming in about 5 weeks, and I did this for my first daughter and I love it. Hers is so pretty and I love how it turned out, and this time I'm doing a total different theme. You guys probably won't see this until baby's already here because I can't share the letter yet. So I'm going to be making it and you guys will just see this later. But you guys can do any letter you want and any color scheme you want. It's really easy. So all you'll need is some fake flowers from the dollar store, Walmart, any craft store. I also add leaves to mine, which most bouquets of fake flowers have leaves on them, so you could just use that if you want. Then you need old cardboard that you're not going to use because you're going to make the letters out of it. You're going to need scissors, a hot glue gun, and I sometimes use a lighter, so that might be nice to have on hand, but it's not necessary. So you're going to want a box big enough that you can cut out 2 separate letters because we're going to glue them on top of each other so they're not so flimsy. You don't have to, but it makes it look nicer in the end and gives it a little bit more like volume, if that's the right word. So make sure your cardboard box is big enough to have 2 of the letters. And this is about how big I like to do them in comparison to me. I'd say it's about a little bit over a foot tall. And that's just, I just sort of eyeball it. So it helps if you trace it out and then cut it, and then put the first cutout on top of the second one so you can cut around it and make sure it's the same. But it really doesn't have to be that neat because the flowers are going to cover it. I might switch to a voiceover so that I can explain while I'm doing it. Otherwise, yeah, it'll be pretty self-explanatory. It's pretty simple. So the first thing I like to do is cut off all the leaves and flowers. The leaves I just cut, but the flowers have like a little knob, as you can see, and you just pull them off, and they can normally pull off the whole flower with it staying intact, and that's what you want. But I like to do all of this first so that it's just all done with before I start a new step. And as you can see, I did cut some of the petals off too, just so they're more singular, but other than that, the clumps are perfect. Now that that is finished, we'll move on to gluing the letters together. So I'm hot gluing small sections at a time because the glue dries really fast and I want it to stick really well. So just hot glue all the sections, and then after that I trim up the edges, but it's not completely necessary, only if you want. Before I actually glue the flowers on the letters, I like to lay them out how I want them on the letter, just so I know that I like how it's laid out. It's not going to be perfect when you transfer it to the cardboard, but just so you have an idea and that you actually like the flowers together and everything. Before you start gluing the flowers on the cardboard, you want them as flat as possible, so I just trim off any excess stem and then you can glue the flowers directly to the cardboard. Make sure you press really hard until the glue is dry, just so that it gets a good, nice stick. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You just glue the rest of them on. Sometimes I will dig a little hole in the cardboard if the stem is still sort of, I don't know, protruding. And then you can stick it in the cardboard a little bit so it sticks better, but normally just gluing it straight on works well. The lighter that I was talking about earlier is sometimes used for melting the flower stems down, but the scissors works completely fine, and I didn't use the lighter this time. So yeah, that is all, and that was super quick, but this is the finished letter. I really do think it's one of the cheapest projects you can DIY, but yeah, I hope that it was explained well and you guys enjoyed this video. I will show my face again next time, but for now, I hope you have a good rest of your day or whatever you're doing. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you back next time. Bye!